What's up, guys? On today's episode of the Good Vibes Garage, I'm going to be showing you 3 simple steps how to convert some forested woodland into nice green grass. Believe it or not, up to this point right about here was dense forest 2 years ago, and using this method I was able to grow grass all the way from here back. So today we're going to try and square off the yard, going to about that tree, even with the wheelbarrow, using the same technique I've used before. We're going to convert the woods, hopefully, into lush grass. Step 1, we're going to clear out the brush using a Milwaukee brush cutter, along with the M18 Hatchet to clear out some of these small trees. In step 2, we're going to rent a mid-tine tiller from Home Depot and beat the crap out of it to aerate the ground and break up any roots or clay that exists and try and aerate the dirt a little bit. And then in step 3, we're going to be raking in probably a 50-pound bag of sun and shade mix from Rural King. We've got the Milwaukee M18 quick lock attachment that we're going to use with the brush cutter tool. We've got the M18 Hatchet, maybe one of my favorite tools of all time. And then I've got several 6 amp hour M18 batteries, and then some drills we're going to use for stump clearing in another video. We can't forget our assless chaps and chainsaw helmet. Nice, nice, nice. Looks like there used to be a fire pit here. We've got to get these rocks out of the way. That brush cutter did a pretty big number on these brambles and such. You can see, could cut through about 1/4 inch, 1/2 inch stuff. Struggle to get through stuff that's maybe 1 inch, 3/4 of an inch. So we're gonna bust out the M18 Hatchet here with a 6 amp hour high output battery and take care of that little stubby tree and then that bigger tree there. So I'll give you guys a point of view as we do this smaller stuff, and then we'll get a third person shot of the big tree, hopefully not falling on me. We're gonna let this thing eat. Chips for days. So much nicer than having to deal with a smelly 2-stroke right in your face. One of the last steps, we're going to take out this tree with the hatchet. If you're from Ann Arbor, you might want to look away for this part. Alright, we lazily process that tree. on one 6 amp hour battery. Still 3 bars. Dude, this thing is legit. Okay, so we went through phase 1 of the brush clearing. Cut a couple small trees down and mainly did a lot of the work using that quick lock brush cutter attachment. We're gonna burn a lot of the stuff that we cut down in the fall and the winter to clear this out. Got our nice rock wall. But man, that brush cutter and the M18 Hatchet I am constantly impressed with. Milwaukee, I don't have a channel sponsor yet. You could be the first. But yeah, wow, that really got the job done at a pretty reasonable price. And I cannot believe even those 6 amp hour batteries, we only went through 2, more like 1.5 to get all this cut. We didn't even touch the 3rd battery. So that is a testament. Even these 6 amp hour ones, you can get a lot of work out of there. There's our 3rd one we didn't touch. So yeah, we'll be back in the spring to till this up for part 2, and then part 3, hopefully we'll be growing some grass and extend the backyard even further. Good Vibes Garage out.